Thank you again for clicking. You are highly blessed and favored. In this video, we cover how to know your own life partner. This video will be more relevant for those who are not married. But if you are married, I guess you will have children. You need to know this. I guess if you are married, you might also have some friends who are not married. Grab this message for them, or for your children, or for your friend. Thank you. However, even the married people might as well hear this and repair and make some amendments in their own marriage as well. So now let's deal with it. I'm going to give you 3 good keys on how to know if this person that you are checking out, if he or she is meant to be your life partner. It is a question that I have gotten frequently, and sometimes it is a temptation that people will ask you, Pastor, what did you see? This is the person that I want to marry. Do you have any revelation for me? We get it often. Pastor or brother, this is what I am going through. Have you any answer for me? Now, I want to tell you the secret on how we diagnose your life partner. Apart from revelation, apart from dreams and other ways that you can discover the actual person that is meant for you, you can as well use these tricks or these tips or this key that I am gonna give to you now. The first one is what I call value cross check. The second one is what I call beliefs capacity. The third one is what I call readiness for commitment. So these 3 points that I have raised, I will explain them, and then I will tell you how and why they are the right key for you to work out your checking and balancing the result of whom to marry. You don't need to tempt anyone. You can check it out yourself. You can work it out yourself. Because I won't deceive you. You might wait for revelation. You might pray for 20 years and never feel like hearing anything from God. You might pray. You might sleep for 20 years and never feel like having any suitable dream that will give you go ahead. So what we do is to give you a great way. Apart from praying, number one, you have to pray. I am talking to Christians who pray, who call on the Lord for their life. So I'm not talking to unbelievers. Now let me go back to the point. Number one, value cross check. What is value cross check? Value cross check in marriage is checking yourself first. What kind, if you have to rate the value you have, the value you uphold for marriage, which number will it be? Which number will you give yourself for value of a marriage? How much can you sell marriage and how much can you buy marriage? By checking your own, it will give you the access and usher you into checking the neighbor or your partner. If you didn't check your own, you can't check your partner. What does marriage mean to you? What does marriage mean to your partner? To that person, what do you think? Because you can't conclude him or her. What do you think the value of marriage is to him or her? Like I said, you have to check your own first before you check your neighbor's own or your partner's own. The value cross check, whereby the person you want to marry, every little thing he or she want to run away. But some people, they don't contemplate quitting for every little thing. For someone with 20% value for marriage, every little thing he or she will desert you. For small argument, the person will leave you and run away. Imagine if you have 20% for marriage and you go and marry someone with 80%, you will still have problem, and you will conclude that this is not the will of God for you. A lot of divorced people today is as a result of one small problem. Even before problem will come, there will be differences in your contemplation, in your discussion. Your discussions will not match. It cannot rapport. Because the definition he or she has for marriage is different. Some people, they are just preparing themselves to go and test out. Even after going to the wedding, to the altar, they are still ready to run away for very small things. Who told you there will be no argument, there will be no problem, there will be no misunderstanding? That is normal for human being. But for someone with 90%, 80, 70%, argument will not even bring divorce close to his or her thinking faculty. For some people, when they even caught their partner red-handed, they are not still thinking of leaving. For some people, just a rumor, they are already at their father's house. They already run away. The cause of this is the value cross-checking. When you cross-check the value that person holds for marriage, if it is, for some people, their own is too big. Some people are too small like this. If you have 20, look for someone with 20. I was watching on YouTube and then I saw some people having open relationship. What kind of life is that? Imagine if you have this kind of person with the mindset of open relationship, and you coming from a very good background with once married is married, and you go and marry someone with mindset of open relationship, you are gone. Enough of this. Let's go to number 2. Beliefs capacity. You must be able to check out that person's belief and the capacity of that belief. What he or she upholds as in believing. As a Christian, please don't marry someone who doesn't believe in Holy Spirit. As a Christian, who and how do you sustain your life without Holy Spirit? As a Christian, if you marry someone that trashes the activeness or the possibility of the Holy Spirit, that doesn't regard Holy Spirit, you are in trouble. There will be a storm in your marriage. Let me tell you a story. A man was having issue with the wife, and the man went to the father of the wife, and the father of the wife said to him, "Go and pray." The man said to the father, "No, talk to your daughter, please." The father of the girl said, "I will talk to her, but the Holy Spirit will talk to her more faster." Why? Because I raised her up and I gave her the ear of the Holy Spirit. The father said, "Yes, I raised all my children up with the ear of the Holy Spirit, so they can hear Holy Spirit. So even if I want to tell them anything, I will speak to the Holy Spirit and they will get it without effort." And the man thought he was joking. After 2 days, he reluctantly prayed to the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit reached out to that girl. As they were watching movie, the Holy Spirit used the movie to speak to her. And she kind of felt somehow. All of a sudden she was on her knee. All of a sudden she was begging, pleading for forgiveness. She was speaking to the husband. And the husband was like, "Did your father call you?" He said, "No." "What happened?" The girl said, "I perceived in my spirit." She is used to that. Everything was solved. And this man was telling me the story. I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is his own story. So he now saw the way, the easiest way to solve his problem. He will always talk to the Holy Spirit. There are people who nobody can speak to them. They don't even believe anyone. If you marry a Christian who don't believe Holy Spirit, who will he or she believe? So the belief capacity is important. Very, very important. And here we go to readiness for commitment. Commitment, it is not a joke. You have to get married to someone who is ready to get committed. Not just to you, to that word called marriage. There is no commitment without sacrifice. If you fall with a man who has no commitment, you are in trouble. You don't need any more fancy definition for commitment. Commitment is a walk. It's ready to walk, ready to lose your selfishness, ready to run after your partner, ready to serve. So that is the area that I'm trying to hook on. If you are not ready for commitment, don't even expect your partner to be ready for that commitment. So it is the third one, and I don't want to go far. Watch another video in my video channel. More other videos for marriage issues and so on. You need it. If you are not married, you need to know this before you do. Else it will be a correction. And if you are married, please, this video will as well help you to correct some certain things and also help the children that you are giving birth to. Help people around you. Teach people, share with people, and that will be enough for this video. Therefore, your marriage shall be blessed. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.